Good day. In this video, we look at the sine rule, cos rule, and the area rule, as well as the application thereof. I want to reflect on something that learners tend to forget. When I work with trigonometry, we speak of the angle of inclination, the angle that you have from the floor to the point of sight. Say, for example, here's a ship at the bottom, and there's a cliff, and there's a person standing. When I look towards the person, this angle is known as the angle of elevation. If the person looks down to the boat, this angle is known as the angle of depression, because this is the line of sight from there towards the boat. So that will be your angle of depression. The same will be said on this side. What do you immediately notice of the angle of inclination and the angle of depression? They are between parallel lines. So if I know the angle of inclination, I know the angle of depression. The information given to me in this sketch is Bongi stands at the point M over here and looks up to the top H of a vertical cliff, HF. His line of sight is at an angle of inclination of 35 degrees. And he is 157 meters away from the bottom of the pit. He turns around and climbs up a hill at an incline of 10 degrees for 297 meters until he gets to a vantage point V. From V, he looks back at the cliff. In the diagram H, F, M, and V. H, F, M, and V is in the same vertical plane. Calculate the size of H, M, V. How many degrees on a straight line? 180 degrees. 180 degrees minus 45 degrees is equal to 135 degrees. Next question. They want to know the distance from Bongi to the hilltop H. Remember, Bongi is standing at M. So his angle of elevation is 35. So if I want to know what is the distance from Bongi to the hilltop H, so I want the hypotenuse. So that is the adjacent side, hypotenuse. So I will be working with cos of 35 degrees. So cos of 35 is 157 over HM. Notice, I need to make HM the subject of the formula. So HM is equal to 157 over cos of 35 degrees. Distance 191,66. Notice when I calculated something, I implemented on the sketch. The more information I have, the quicker I can solve my other questions. My next question that they ask me is the distance between the hilltop H and the vantage point V. They want to know that distance. So, if I look at my information that I have, this is the angle. That will be a side. That is a side. But this is the side opposite the angle that I need to find. So I can use the cos rule. Two sides and an included angle, cos rule, or the area rule. In this case, I'm going to use the cos rule because they did not give me the area. So, to find HV, I will use 297 squared plus 191,66 squared minus 2 into 297 into 191,66 cos of 135 degrees. Now I get the answer of the length of HV. 453,259156. Rounded off to two decimal places. 453,26 meters. The next question, they want to know the size of MHV. MHV. Now MHV, I have an angle in the side. I have a side with no angle, so I can use the sine rule. So from where I'm standing, I can say sine of VHM, that angle, over 297 would be equal to sine of 135 over 453,26. Manipulate. So the sine of VHM is equal to 297 sine 135 over 453. But to get the angle VHM, we will say shift sine of 297 sine 135 over 453. And the size of VHM will be 27,6 degrees. The moment I calculated it, I populated it on my sketch. The next question. The angle of depression of the vantage point V from the hilltop. So they want to know the angle of depression and they labeled it theta. So this angle here would be 90 degrees because this one is 90 degrees. Remember, co-interior angles are supplementary. So, firstly I'll calculate this angle here. In this triangle, 180 degrees minus 90 minus 35, or I can say these two are complementary angles. 90 minus 35 is 55 degrees. Right? Now, 90 degrees minus the 55 minus the 27.6 will give me the size of theta, which will then give me 7,4 degrees. Something that we must remember when we work with complex examples like this one. Remain calm. Breathe. You are still alive. Attempt to do the sum using your knowledge in the way that it suits you best. Thank you for watching the video. Trust you enjoyed it. If you loved it, tell everyone of your experience. Goodbye.